हर मंजिल की एक पहचान होती है और हर सफ़र की एक कहानी। मैं आज आप सभी को ऐसे ही एक सफ़र की कहानी बताने जा रही हूँ जिसने हमें अपने आप के और करीब लाया। This is not just any travel journey but something of it for which you must sit down to absorb and see it through our eyes. It would not be an exaggeration to say this journey is going to stay with us forever. It started by taking a flight from Mumbai to Delhi, by spending the day exploring Jama Masjid and Red Fort in the scorching Delhi heat, and then an overnight journey by bus to Kullu. Our host sent a cab to pick us up from a small hotel on Manali Highway, and here started a journey to an experience of a lifetime that we were completely unaware of at that time. Our trip to this Offbeat village started by seeking blessings at Vaishno Devi temple in Kullu, and then along a beautiful mountain road that took us up from Kullu Valley, and it presented us with jaw-dropping views at every single turn. We took a stop to pluck some wild apricots, which we tasted for the first time. They tasted sweet and sour and were smaller than the apricots we knew. Once we reached our destination, our first impression of the place made us remember Robert Frost's immortal words. I took the road less traveled, and that has made all the difference. It was this apple orchard, among which we saw a few sweet stands. The orchard is at a hill, all covered with pines and devdars. The weather was pleasantly cold. On our first day, we decided to take it slow and take rest for the day. We were served yummy homemade food by our host Vinita. We were so tired and hungry after the long and tiresome day we had the day before. But all of it washed away after we had a belly full of healthy homemade food. We were mesmerized by every bit of this property. We couldn't decide where to lounge and spend our evening reading. As we watched the sun setting behind mighty mountains, we together with our host decided to have some scotch and beat the cold. The tent was cozy but big enough. We got under soft, fuzzy blankets and fell asleep like babies in no time. The next day, we woke up to a symphony of bird songs. And it indeed was a beautiful realization that life is incredibly beautiful. We wouldn't mind being woken up by this gentle alarm every day. After getting ready, we started our journey to explore this obscure village and valley it's surrounded by. Just after a few minutes of the hike, our host introduced us to wild goldenberries. Its shrubs were everywhere in the valley. They are our favorite berries. Our route of the hike goes from a village which is the last village of Beasar Valley, hence the name. The villagers here have evolved their way of sustainable living, where they grow vegetables organically and do honey farming at home. You will see honey beehives in the front yard of every alternate home. such remote villages still follow age old cultural norms and religious taboos on things like menstruation. For example, menstruating women have to take bath at this place before sunrise, outside of their own house, outside of the village, no matter the chilling temperature or the inconvenience caused to the woman. Going forward, this is how the flour milling and grinding is done in this village till now. Gharat or water mills are one of the unique techniques used by Indians. The gharats have been used to grind different types of grains since the 4th century, but today it is on the edge of extinction. A gharat is a traditional water mill used in different parts of Himachal Pradesh. These mechanisms that use running water to grind wheat, rice, maize, and similarly to extract oil are truly environment friendly. From here on, our hike started to get insanely scenic. Yogesh and I were stoked and felt grateful for every mesmerizing view of the majestic Himalayas. To be honest, we felt like kids in the wonderland. Taking a hike in the lap of Mother Nature amidst high-altitude snow-capped mountains crossing ice-cold water streams, it was as beautiful as it was humbling. We stopped and gulped down the beautiful view with our eyes. Every breath was fresh, pure and energizing. We decided the place to stop and have our lunch. Amid sky-high mountains, sitting on the big rock in the middle of flowing stream, heaven seemed a bit closer at that moment. With our hearts full of gratitude for having found this beautiful place and getting a chance to stay here, our host showed us the spot to have lunch. In the midst of gurgling, energetic stream, tumbling over the rocks and boulders, making its way to becoming a big bass river. After having a delicious meal and playing around like kids around the stream, we decided to head back. We chose another route back because it was longer. We were fortunate to get to see more amazing vistas in the lush valley. In Himachal Pradesh and the entire western Himalayas, which also include Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Hinduism is mostly centered around the Shaktivism and Shaivism, and is well known for the deity worship culture where people do animal sacrifices as a part of ritual. Although High Court has banned animal sacrifices in 2014, there is debate on this because of belief among people that without performing traditional rituals, local deities who are incarnation of Shiva and Shakti will bring misfortune to them. One can spot the sacrificial remains of the animals including goats and buffaloes on the plants as well as shrines in Himalayas. The stops to pick our favorite golden berries, also known as raspberries, were of course mandatory. These light yellowish red color sweet berries pop sweetness with the tinge of tanginess in our mouth with every bite. The fruit perishes quickly after plucking from the thorny bush, so remember to eat it fresh rather than storing them for another day. We had a bitter experience of our greed. The bark from this plant is used for medicinal reasons in Tibetan villages, mainly as renal tonic and antidiuretic. It helps maintain a healthy urinary tract. Soon after, we reached our cottage. It started drizzling, which turned into heavy downpour in just a couple of minutes. Mountain rains are different, They bring a mystic kind of feeling. We lounged on camping benches under the shade with a cup of steaming tea. That called for an epic game of cards with hosts and friends. Because of the rain and cold winds, the temperature dropped very low, and we cocooned ourselves in the layers of blankets with another hot cup of tea. The evening was just magical. This day was so perfect that now it feels like a distant dream of a day lived in some fantasy land. Every day I saw this crowning beauty when I woke up in the morning. The sunlight was crisp and not hurting. It was love at first sight. When I went for the morning bath, I remembered I had forgotten to turn on the heater, which should have been done an hour before. They have a big 25 to 30 liters electric water heater, which takes time. Also, the temperature dropped last night because of the rain. So, I decided to be a bit adventurous and I took an ice bath. The water was ice cold. And Yogesh followed the suit. Believe me, that was the best decision. It was rejuvenating and refreshing. We got ready and had much needed breakfast. We unanimously decided to spend the fresh morning hours reading. Sitting on the slope of the mountain in the backyard amidst tall pine trees and an apple orchard, we spent hours reading Ruskin Bond, soaking in the cool sunlight and fresh mountain air with an unmatched view of the valley and mountains surrounding it. We only realized it was well past noon when our host Gaurav called us for lunch. After having light, healthy homemade lunch, we decided to go on another hike in the forest near our cottage. While hiking, we realized how drastically we would change even within a few meters of distance in this land filled with magic of nature. At this time, I was in pain from the bruises I got from the bike accident previous week. but it felt negligent because of the magnetic pull to walk deeper and deeper into this beauty. I was here to embrace the challenge, enjoy the air, and behold the view. We reached the first stop on our upward hike. It was a clearing before the dense forest started. We stopped to catch our breath, sat down, and looked back. We witnessed Mother Nature in her full glory. A few minutes later, we started again. We are so excited to go further deep into the forest. We couldn't get enough of the awe-inspiring beauty of the luxuriant forest. The trees were so long that you had to either arch up your head back too far or just lie down on the ground to see their top. Short breaks like this let our inner child out and take control where necessary. When we reached our second base, we couldn't contain our excitement of achievement. We were mesmerized by the charm of the dense spread of the pine and deodar trees. While we were sitting and talking with our host cum guide, I noticed some mosquitoes are feasting on me. Remember this, mountain mosquitoes are nowhere similar to normal mosquitoes. The extreme itching stayed for weeks, and marks are still there after months on my legs. Even though we weren't realizing at that time, now that we look back, we know that every small thing we were doing and experiencing, we were weaving a quilt of many unforgettable memories in this enigmatic place. After getting amazed by the forest beauty, we headed back to our cottage. The descent back was equally beautiful. Evenings bring a different kind of beauty to such forest trails. Thousands of tired, nerve shaken, over civilized people are beginning to find out that going to mountains is going to home, that wildness is necessity. While saying this, we want to emphasize on importance of responsible travel. If you are about to ask a question of how to do it and what difference does it make, please go to our Instagram page with the same name and you will find a lot of content around sustainable travel. When we reached our cottage, we were hungry and Yogesh fancied tea biscuits. Here started our new mission biscuit. It needed another hike to small shop in the nearest town. On our way, we got distracted by golden berry bushes, so we took detour and started a side quest, golden berry picking. We came back after an hour and a half. The original hike needs only 30 minutes. But the side quest was too exciting and our harvest was bountiful. We got treated to a hot cup of tea. When we finished our evening snacks, it was already sweater time. It starts getting dark early in the mountains. We were sitting in the apple orchard, tucked in sweaters, soaking in all the noises birds were making and observing honeybees heading back to their home after collecting nectar for the day. A long-tailed blue magpie made its appearance on the bamboo bench across us. The bird is too majestic and these videos doesn't do any justice to watching the magnificent bird in the close quarters. While we were admiring all that was happening around us, we enjoyed our harvest of golden berries. The sun started to set behind the mountains. The sky was a magical blend of many sublime colors. A human needs deep solitude once in a while, and I found mine at this moment. The cold was creeping on. Gaurav, our host, lit a bonfire. We sat around it and had very deeply meaningful and interesting conversation about sustainable tourism and mindful traveling. You would rarely find someone like Gaurav who is so passionate about traveling and green living. For me, this place is a paradise. In this village, every day is profound experience. We created lifelong memories and it truly took me closer to myself. It was sheer ecstasy to sum it all up. If you feel motivated to travel after watching this video and are as passionate about traveling and exploring offbeat places, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your loved ones or the people who need it so that they can break the mundane cycle of everyday life and start exploring this beautiful world we live in.